Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Oh my, the excitement is really starting to build. I can't control it. This is really like the way that the market is placing itself at the moment, the way XRP is going at the moment, the liftoff that we're about to have. It is extremely exciting what is happening right now. Now, Release XRP on Coinbase campaign goes viral on Twitter. This has been going on very much, right? So this is like now really starting to take off again. We saw this a while back, probably around March, where the XRP community really started to pump Release XRP on Coinbase Exchange. That went viral, right? To the point where the price started to increase just simply because of that. But Twitter is on heat positively as the hashtag ReleaseXRP on the Coinbase exchange goes extremely viral. In terms of Ripple, there is nowhere cool on social media platforms. The XRP released trending has massively gotten the attention of the XRP army. The XRP army is one of the best, if not the best community. Easily, hands down. They have been through a case, which is a legendary case, and have gone from strength to strength to strength in supporting what we know to be an incredible ecosystem despite the lawsuit. Any other coin would have had a lawsuit against the SEC like XRP would have had, and they would have crumbled into the cents territory. Cents, not dollars, right? And we are about to take off, and I cannot hold the excitement. The 62% Fibonacci retracement is what we're looking for. We are looking for that break above the 125. That is a major resistance level. And once we break 125, you bet we're going to move to 150 really fast. Now, Thailand's oldest bank, SCB, acquires 51% stake in crypto exchange BitCub. Now, this is very important, very bullish, as we're about to start to see mass adoption kick in, and you're going to see banks buying into crypto. And this here is something very exciting to keep an eye on. Now, I like what Matt said here, XRP looking freakishly similar to 2017 fifth wave of the run, starting 10th of December, copying that final wave to the 10th of December 2021, all resistance levels on the way to align with long-term and short-term Fibonacci retracements. And we're talking here of 13, they're saying over here about, could be even as high as 27, if it follows that trend, but 13 to 16, which 13 to 16 we've been talking about a lot on this channel. Now, the excitement comes from looking at the charts, analyzing what has been going on, what is about to happen, and you can't help but get excited by this, right? Because the way that things are moving at the moment, the way that this is looking, the way that this is shaping up to be, we're looking for some big months coming up, right? I mean, you're going to be very excited. You've waited a long time for this, and it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I just want you to know, get ready, because it's about to get really exciting, right? And then when we talk about on-demand liquidity, everything that is going to be happening, how XRP Ledger is going to connect the world across all different nations, across all different continents, across all different platforms. Oh my God, like how do you sleep at night knowing that all of this is coming? How do we sleep? Right, this is going to be a life-changing months ahead, not just for XRP, right? There's a lot of projects across the cryptocurrency community, across the cryptocurrency world, which are going to melt faces. And I have to acknowledge that, right? It's not just XRP. And I hope that you don't just have XRP in your portfolio, because a diversified portfolio is the number one thing that I talk about on a daily basis, but it's just so exciting. And we will talk today about, the similarities between 2017 and now. Where can that head us if we do happen to follow that exact path? Now, remember, there is still a court case going on. And it's a 2021, it's a different year. But from whichever angle you look at it, weekly, daily, hourly, it's all starting to look very promising. Now, for the ones that are really heavy into the 2017 path and suggesting that we're going to have a very similar thing, XRP is about to do that thing it did back in 2017. Look, yes or no, right? Yes or no. I mean, it's similar, but I think this is 2021, right? And 2021 is going to be way better than 2017 was. And I know that this is getting momentum and a lot of people are talking about this. Will you see a double-digit XRP? I told you that I want two things, an SEC settlement, to come here and tell you guys that on the channel, and a double-digit XRP. And you know what? I'm going to get both. I will get both, right? And it's only because I've done my homework. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just tell you how it is, what I've been up to, what I'm doing, and how I believe this is going to go down. But let's jump into it, Tani. Let's have a look at some indicators. Now, as we begin to look at the charts, we're looking in particular at the moment on the daily chart. You can see that finally we are back inside the Bollinger Band. Now, what we do know is that what goes outside of the Bollinger Band must come back inside the Bollinger Band. And when we had that spike, what goes up must come down and must retrace. And we've had the retrace. And the retrace is very, very important. Now, we're sitting at $1.18. We're sitting above $1.15. We've had the confirmation of above $1.15. And the excitement is really, really, really starting to build around that. You can see the MACD, how strong it is on the daily. You can see where the RSI is sitting. All indicators, whichever way you look at this, is pointing at the right direction. When you look at the hourly MACD, of course, at the moment, it's just sitting there flat. But when you look at the 4 hour, it's had the cool off. It's had the dip that we needed to have the dip. And then if you look at the 12 hour, you can just see and paint the picture of how bullish this is becoming. So what's really, really important when we look at charts, when we look at graphs, when we look at this, when we look at that, it's important to understand that from a technical perspective, closing above 115 was really, really important. Closing above 115 was really, really important. And now that we've had that confirmation, even though we're 4.11% down for today, it had to come back inside the Bollinger Band. And it is now back inside in Bollinger Band. But the confirmation break is there. So even if it does touch 115, it won't go below 115. And then we shoot off into the sky when we go to 130s, 150s and beyond. So that there is a critical component. Patience as always. But the break did occur. And that's what's really, really exciting. But let's have a look at some drawings. Now, as we build up to the excitement of moving towards the $4, the $4.50, it's very hard to predict exactly how it's going to go, right? But if you look at the 4 hour pattern and you look at the 4 hour chart, we could have something like this come around, right? So this is an interpretation, as always, but make sure that you always treat it as an interpretation. This could be one of the ways that we get there. It could well be one of the ways that we get there. And so what's really, really important right now is to progress and make sure that we take a look at how we bounce off the major resistance levels. Can we have a pattern like this occur? Yes, we can definitely have something like this occur. Now, what's really exciting is the fact that we've broken that yellow line. Because we've broken above that yellow line, we can now expect the move to arrive from a technical perspective, right? Not from a crypto serpent to trying to tell you what you want to hear, but from a technical perspective, this is where we are heading. Regardless if you're an XRP hater or not, regardless if you're a believer or not, regardless of how emotionally you feel about it, technicals are technicals and will always beat any opinion. And that's why when you guys get a little bit impatient, when you're like, oh my God, it's not moving, the market doesn't care. The market does not care how you feel. You need to become emotionless. As long as you understand the value in what you bought, as long as you can see the vision, the technicals will tell us when it pops off. And this is about to rocket ship into, $1.40s resistance, $1.75, $1.64 resistance, $1.98 resistance, $2.20 resistance, and then we go off to $3.50, big resistance, and then we fly to $4.50, and then we start to make our way towards the double digits. And that there, ladies, gentlemen, it's getting so good. Now, when I look at this, when we draw out and zoom out what has been going on, this is like from 2017, you can start to paint a picture of how the $14 to $16 mark is not only achievable, but will be coming around. And so, again, when I look at it from a technical perspective, do I believe that we're going to see a double-digit XRP in 2021? And the answer is yes. How does the serpent come up with that? From a technical perspective, right? So it's not from an opinion perspective. But step number one, we got to break the previous all-time high. And you know what? It's coming. That 450 to 460, it's coming. And how are we going to get there? Something like this. Something like this, right? There or thereabouts. And then we start to paint the picture as we move into double digits, as we consolidate, as we move into triple digits in the future, as it really starts to melt faces around the world as on-demand liquidity kicks in, cases get settled, all the things that you and I know are coming. But step number one, let's break the previous all-time high. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.